What's up everybody and welcome to day 16. Today we're maxing out both singles and paradiddles, but obviously we're going to keep them in control and we're going to keep them with good quality because that matters more than tempo, of course, but you already knew that. But that really is the key, that we got to remember that as we're speeding up, we are in control of every single time the beat of the stick hits the drum. And if anything falls out exactly not where you wanted it to go, you gotta be responsible for it. You gotta figure out how to fix it. So that way you can play exactly what you wanna play when you wanna play it. With that in mind, let's dive into day 16. Let's have some fun. Welcome back. Here we go. We're at 130. We're going to 140. Here's a list, stuff to think about, stuff that you can get good at. Oh, that's a good one. Don't forget about that one. That's a sleeper. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. We're at 130 and we're working our way to 140. So take a deep breath. Get yourself in a good state, good energetic state. You're going to need some energy for this because we're moving. 130 is where it starts to cook a little bit, especially because we're gonna max our heights out. And it's going to be uncomfortable at times. That's good. That's the only way you grow. The only way to get to the next level is push through those plateaus, push through those moments of discomfort. But if you're ready, I'm ready. We're at 130. Full out. Nice and legato. Think about what you need to work on. Only you know that. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Very good. Again, 2, ready, go. Two, 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 1, 2, ready, go. Last time. Nice and rebounded. Make them feel the same. Your hands, that is. Very good. Again, I don't want to, I said this because it's from my last video, but again, I don't want to talk too much in the first tempo at this point because I want you to start to figure out what feels good and where your tendencies are, right? You know what kind of vibe you're in right now. Maybe you need to run it back already. Maybe we're moving too fast. Maybe your head, you need a moment to slow down. Run it back. Get in your groove so that you can get in that flow state where you're ready to go from 130, 132, all the way up to our goal tempo and a little bit beyond. But if that felt good, you know what you need to work on. We're going to 132. This is still full out. Nice and relaxed though. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Listen to your sounds. Here we go. Very good. 1, 2, here we go. Take a look down. Check your tacit hands. Very good. 2 more times here. Stay maxed out. Push yourself. There's a little bit of chop building. Last time. 1, 2, ready, go. Very good, very good. Something to think about. I always say, and I've said this I think already in this video, make sure you're relaxed. Make sure you stay relaxed as you're progressing through tempo. Your hands are going to want to tense up at some point. Your arms are going to want to tense up. This is where I get tension. I get it in my shoulder. For whatever reason, my arm starts to lock up the faster we get, right? So sometimes I can't relax that when I'm playing my right hand or my left hand, whatever it happens to be for you. But you can relax it the second you stop playing, right? And so that's something to think about too. Even if you can't relax that muscle immediately, relax it as soon as you stop playing, right? Find a way to get the tension out of your body, because what you're doing, you're building muscle. That's why there's tension there. That's why it hurts sometimes a little bit. That's a good thing. If it hurts real bad, then maybe that's not a good thing. Only you know that. Go see a doctor if you need to. But if it's just a little bit of burning, that's a good thing. If you feel burning in your forearm or in your wrist a little bit, that's growth happening. Don't be afraid of that. We're 134 though. Nothing to be afraid of here. Just a little faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Lots of energy. Think ahead. Very good. 1, 2, again, go. Right with your feet. Very good. 2 more times here. Last time. 1, 2, we go. Very good. Shake it out. One thing to think about, as we get faster, you don't necessarily want to be thinking in your mind, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You don't want to necessarily be robotic about it, right? If you see me, sometimes I'm bobbing my head a little bit. I'm doing that on the 1s and the 3s, or sometimes the 2s and the 4s, right? That's just to get a little bit of sense of a groove out of this. I know it's just 8th notes and 16th notes. It's not like a super interesting groove, but it does groove. And if you can get really excited and really, dive into that tempo, find a pattern in there. You can enjoy the heck out of playing 8th notes and 16th notes if you find that groove, right? Oh, here's a perfect pattern. That was a great hand transition, right? That sounds identical. All those things are good and they can be fun. Make sure you're having fun with it. This is still music. It's not the most exciting music on the face of the earth, This is a little bit of the grind. That's why we're here. We're working together on it. But find that groove. Find the fun with it. And talk about fun. We're 136. Keep those heights up. Push it. Push yourself the way you can. Nobody else is going to push you for you. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Here we go. Two more times here. Last time. 1, 2, here we go. Come on. Finish strong. Very good. Very good. If you just did that, I hope you give yourself a little bit of a reward. Give a big smile. Give yourself a little bit of a hand. Who cares if anybody hears you? You're moving through this, and it takes energy. One thing to think about as we keep bumping the tempos, you have less time to think, right? You just don't have time to think about, all right, here's my left hand, here's how it's going to feel. You got to know right away. That's why we rep this so many times, so that when you go right hand eighth notes, boom, I don't even need to think. This is what it feels like. I'm ready to go. Same thing with the left hand. Same thing with transitions. Same things with, I know what it feels like at this height, the other height, whatever it is. We're at 138. We got high energy. Listen to the tempo. Make the change. Micro changes. 1, 2, 1, 2, again, go. Very good. 1, 2, here we go. Very good. 2 more times at this goal. Come on, good energy. Full out. Yeah, last time. Very good. Hopefully that felt in control. If it didn't feel in control, you gotta go back and you gotta do that tempo again. Only you know. Don't lie to yourself, because then you'll just form bad habits. Then you'll have to come back here. You'll have to relearn how to hold your stick properly, all that stuff, and it'll just take you way longer than only if you did it right the first time. But if you did, or you're working on it, right? That's just pushing the upper limits of what you can do right now. Then we're jumping ahead to 140. This is our goal tempo. We're moving. Keep the heights up. Keep the energy up. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, again, go. 2, here we go. Nice and in control. Two more times here. Good energy. Big ears. That means listen. Last time. Very good. We get to the part of this where this starts to feel like we're moving, right? 140 is not the fastest thing on earth, but it's also not the slowest, especially when you got your heights all the way up. You should be putting a lot of energy in, right? Of course you know that. All right, we are at our bonus tempo right now. We're going to 144. Take a sip, take a stretch, think about it, right? At this point, I might give you a little bit of leeway with the heights. You might not need to be as full out as you possibly can be. You should aim for that, but if you realize, all right, let's be realistic here. You can't play as high as you possibly can all the time. You do have to lower the heights at some point. This may be a reasonable time to do that, but I still want you to push yourself. I don't want you to play down here, right? Because you're not pushing yourself, right? I do want you to play at the height that, this is pushing the upper limits of what you can do. And you got to hold yourself accountable, all right? You know whether or not you did it, and that's what's going to make this whole thing worthwhile. You going through all of these exercises to max out your single speed, right? Don't cheat yourself. You know better. We're at 144 though. This is a bump. Listen to it. Get your feet going. Yeah. Here we go. Couple times here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Very good. Smooth out those transitions. Stay on top of tempo. 1, 2, ready, go. Nice and legato. Last time. 1, 2, here we go. Very good. Nice job. All right. You might feel that difference. All right, but we are bumping it back down, dropping it. No bump. We're going back down to our goal tempo. We're going to do 4 reps here. We're going to do 2 to remember what it feels like, and then we're going to do 2 as a performance, right? You can treat all 4 as performance reps if you want, but I'll give you 2 reps to get it back in your hands, and then you got to put the pressure on yourself and go for perfect. This is slower. Here we go, 140. 2 for practice, 2 for performance. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 1, 2, ready, go. feels easier after 144. All right, we're at our performance reps. We got 2 to go, and we're out, and we're on to the next one. Think about it. Make your changes. Think ahead. Put the pressure on yourself. Cool. Get some energy. Know you're going to do it perfect and achieve. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Last time. 1, 2, here we go. You did it. Really, really good job. I hope that felt good to you. If it didn't feel so good, go back and do it again. Get some more reps. You can jot them all down, take a practice journal, write down how many reps you're doing, what felt good, what didn't feel good, and why. All right? It is funny, though. As soon as you turn on that performance energy, you start hearing more. You start noticing more in your hands, like, ooh, that left hand, that last eighth note, that didn't feel the same as the first one. Or all of a sudden I feel like I'm jumping around in tempo, or it just doesn't sound the same, and I don't know why. Go back and think about it, right? Go back and go slower, and you'll find those habits. You'll clean it all up, and you're doing great. But if you're ready, if that felt good, we're going on to the next one. Thanks for playing along, and I'll see you there. What's up, everybody? We are working on Paradiddles, and we're going from 110 all the way to 120. Before we dive in, quick reminder, set your intention for this exercise, for this practice session. What are you working on? Why are you here? Obviously, we want to get from 110 to 120. That's a given. We're going to do that. We're even going to go a little bit beyond that. But what do you need to work on? Know your goal, set your intention, and let's go for it. All right. Starting at 110. And I always say no errors, especially when we get to performance reps. But start with that in mind. If you build that habit of no errors, eventually it will become your reality. Go for no errors the whole time. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. This goes by fast. Hopefully you kept your intention in mind. Did you remember? Do you remember what you're working on? Or did you already get into the exercise and you're kind of in survival mode and you're thinking about other things? You're thinking about what you had for lunch or what you're going out to do later after this? Get your focus in here. Focus on your intention and make sure you're applying that the entire exercise. Cool. Of course you were doing that. Just maybe one person wasn't doing it. I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. I wouldn't worry about it. All right, we're at 112. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. and again, and 1, 12, ready, go. Nice. All right. Okay, so now that we're at a little bit of a faster tempo, you're going to start to find that there's less time to think. Okay, there's just legitimately less time to think about between eighth notes. Right, so you need to start getting that feeling immediately. What do perfect eighth notes feel like? What does this check pattern feel like? This 16th note pattern. What does that feel like? Because you don't have a lot of time to adjust. You need to adjust really quickly, but you don't have a lot of time to stop and think about it. You don't have time to make a choice in between notes. Like at 80 beats per minute, you can choose like, how does this feel? How does this feel? I would like to play this way, and I would like to write a doctoral thesis in the middle of my playing, because you really can, but not here. The rhythm's over before you realize it. So you have to know what it feels like before you play. So this is a little bit of a mindset shift. Think about what you want it to sound like, what should it feel like, and make that happen when you're playing. Don't react, be proactive. Let's go be proactive at 114. Let's go. And 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah! Hey, in case you had possibly forgotten, that was our bonus tempo last time, and we just flew through it like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Alright, we're at our midway point of this exercise, which means we need to do a quick check-in to see if we are at the tempo that we should be. How does this feel? How are our paradiddles actually coming along? Alright, so we're going to do 8 paradiddles, 2 times, and then we're moving on. Here we go, little midpoint check-in. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, were you proactive or reactive? Let's figure it out. 1, 2, and last time, here we go. Alright, I really like this check-in part because it's a good reminder, this is where we're headed, this is what my tendencies are right now, and now I know what I need to focus on so I can get better throughout the rest of this practice session. Alright, let's get better at 116. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, really good. As you're playing these paradiddles, you should, I mean, your fingers should always be on the stick. Make no mistake about it. But you should start to feel that. This feels a little bit different than what, right? Those diddles, those double beats that we're working on in double beat, we're not playing them in that exercise. We're playing them up, but it's a different skill set, and we're kind of applying different ideas here. Your fingers need to be wrapped around the stick as you're playing this. You can have 2 wrist turns at a really low level, but you will feel your fingers in contact. If you're playing this correctly, there should be a little bit of space, and it's a combination of moving your hand and turning your wrist at these tempos. So just notice that. You'll make sure you feel your fingers on the stick at all times. Don't start letting those fingers go. If your fingers are falling off the stick, ain't no way you're going to control this. You can get away with it barely at this tempo, but it's going to feel terrible, and you know it's going to be terrible. So don't do that. Why would you even bring that up? Why did you bring that up? I didn't bring that up. You brought it up. I like the idea of getting in an argument. Like you're fighting me on this. That's fun to me. All right, we're at 118. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and last time, here we go. Yeah, 118. All right. We're at our goal tempo. We're at 120. This is a legitimate milestone. This is where we leave beginner mode in the dust and we start to move into intermediate mode. So let's do it. Nothing to talk about. Make sure you're applying what you're working on. This is why we're here. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Here we go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Goes by fast. All right, we gotta hit 124. We're just dip your toes into the deep end. Let's just see what it feels like. We're not diving fully into the deep end yet, but let's see what it feels like. Handful of reps here, and then we're gonna make 120 feel even more comfortable. Push our upper limit here, and then get super comfortable where we're trying to perform at. All right, handful of reps at 124. Let's go. 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Very good. Last time here, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah. 124. How'd it go? Hopefully it went really well. And then you know what we need to do? We need to drop to 120. We need to get our performance reps, and we need to get ready to get out of here. Before we dive into our performance reps, I want you to think about what 120 is going to feel like. Obviously a little bit slower than 124 did, okay? What do you want it to feel like? Nice and in control. You want this rep to last a long time in your brain. You don't want to take a deep breath, go, and then work your way through it, right? Then you're in panic mode and you're not performing and you're not able to adjust. Obviously this goes by faster than it did before, especially compared to 180. You need to make these reps go slower in your mind so that you can be in control and that you can play with the quality that you want to play. All right, this starts to go into an upper level of approaching this exercise and approaching drumming in general. If you're playing really complex figures around the drums or in a drum line, whatever you're doing, you need to figure out how to be in control when things get faster. Make it go by slower in your mind by paying really close attention to what you're doing. All right? With that in mind, 2 performance reps of our builder. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and again, 2, ready, go. Nice. All right. Hopefully that felt good. You know where we got to go now. We got to go to our performance reps of our actual goal. Let me turn that off for you. 2 performance reps of paradiddles. We're going to do 8 paradiddles, the last 2 bars of this exercise, 2 times. Let's see where you're at. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Pretty good? Really good? Let's do it again. No errors, because you don't have to. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Really good job. That's a major milestone. If you've come from 80 beats per minute all the way to 120, you should be super proud of yourself. You should do some self-reflection and see what is going well. And before we jump to 130, think about what you need to improve on. All right? But if you're in great shape, I'm excited to go to the next one with you. If you know you need some practice, run it back. That's totally cool. That's expected. Nobody, if they're learning drums for the first time or even, very early on in your drumming career, you're going to have to do these videos more than once. You're going to have to work on the skill for a while. You might get one day and 120 feels great, and then you might play another a couple days later and go boy, my hands just aren't reacting right. Yeah, it takes a long time to develop actual muscle memory, but it's just time and it's just reps. So if you want to get good really fast, do this a lot. If you want to get better slowly, then do it less frequently. I don't know why you would want that, but everyone's got time to figure out. So you know what you need to do, but I really appreciate you being here. I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for playing along. If you liked that video, please let me know down below. Let me know why you liked it. Let me know what you're working on so I can make more things exactly for what you need. And if you didn't like it, keep it to yourself. No, if you didn't like it, please let me know why down below, because I want to make videos that you need. What skill sets do you need? What would make you better faster? Let me know. And if you want to get some real feedback, tag me in videos. Send me an email, tag me on Instagram, tag me on YouTube. I want to give you comments. I want to make this a community, and I want us to all get better at drums faster. All right, I'll see you in the next one.